Talked about what this video is going to be all about, let's talk about the ads that I'm gonna make. I've covered a lot of bad Instagram ads on my channel, and they're all weird in so many different and unique ways, but I think I've boiled down their main characteristics into just a few bullet points, which I will go over for you here. The first one, cryptic wording. Seems like pretty much every one of these weird ads has some sort of cryptic wording that leaves you wondering, what the fuck does that mean? For example, some of these ads say, if you do so-and-so, you will be legally skilled. That doesn't mean anything to anybody, and yet somehow these ads are getting millions of downloads. I think that this one works so well because it confuses people to the point where the only way that they can possibly make sense out of what's going on is to download the game themselves and figure out what they mean. Disturbing images. This one makes me think of that skinned and gutted Donald Duck. I'm not really sure what the theory is behind this one. It's a little bit strange. I feel like usually including an image of a disgusting duck in your ad would make people not want to download the game because they'd be like, ugh, are there more pictures of gross ducks in this game? Maybe this isn't for me, but I guess some people are drawn to that sort of thing. The spanking bear is a bit of an anomaly because it almost seems like a cry for help. While you might want to avoid the bear who's doing the spanking, it definitely seems like the bear who's being spanked needs your help. And obviously the only way to help them would be to download the game. Sexualized characters. I think this one's pretty self-explanatory. If your game doesn't have big butt or big boob, no one's gonna want to play your game. Unfortunately, I don't really feel comfortable sexualizing women in any of these ads, so I'll probably be sexualizing myself. Okay, next one, impossible promises. This sort of goes along with cryptic wording because they're usually paired together. Impossible promises can be things like, you will be legally skilled, even though that doesn't make any sense. Or like I talked about that pumpkin one, you will legally become a pumpkin. To my knowledge, the United States doesn't recognize pumpkins in any legal sense, so the assertion that we could somehow become a legal pumpkin by playing this game is totally impossible, and yet the game promises it anyway. And the only way I can explain this one is that some people must believe these impossible promises. Some people must really believe that if they play a game, they'll get to play in the Super Bowl, or heaven forbid, turn into a pumpkin. I don't know why that's alluring to some people. I guess it's like a little bit of escapism. Oh God, I don't have to worry about my homework or my job anymore if I'm just a pumpkin. Life would be so much easier if I were only a gourd. And then the last one, there's really no other way to describe it other than just straight up nonsense. This is just a general category for all of the shit that didn't fit in these bullet points. There was an ad that I talked about a while ago that instead of having a caption, it just said text for header on the thing, like they forgot to finish the ad and they uploaded it anyway, and they paid to advertise it all across Instagram while never putting in a text for the header. Now, while I'd like to think that this was an accident, I feel like it was definitely intentional, and so I put it here because I'm going to try to replicate this same chaotic energy. So we've got cryptic wording, disturbing images, sexualized characters, impossible promises, and utter nonsense. So since I'm making two ads, I don't think each one will have all of these things because most ads that I talk about don't have every single one of these things, but I'm going to try to, between the two of them, use all of these things. All right, well, without further ado, let's get into making these cursed, godforsaken ads. Green screen. Yep, I'm doing it all in front of a green screen. That'll make it way easier to put whatever I want in the background, so I can have like a medieval castle or, you know, Guy Fieri in the background if I wanted to. I don't, but if I did, he could be in the background. Okay, so I pretty much know what I'm gonna do for these ads. I went to Party City. I got some props, 2 to be specific. So now all I have to do is film a bunch of shit in front of this green screen, and it's gonna look really weird while I'm doing it before it's edited because, you know, it won't make any sense, but I promise that once it's edited, it will look even worse and make less sense. So for the first ad, I'm gonna be spanking myself, so I have to figure out exactly where my butt is gonna be so I know where to hit. Yeah! You idiot! Subscribe to the channel! Come on! Is that long enough? Yeah, I didn't really think about how long this is supposed to be. The short ones are like 15 seconds, so I probably need 15 seconds worth of spanking. God, that's such an uncomfortable amount of time to be pretending to spank the air and screaming at the camera. Oh yeah, you like that, huh? Okay, I'm wearing a different shirt, and now it's time to get 15 seconds of me screaming in agony because I'm being spanked. Ooh! Oh, owie! Oh, jeez, ow, that kind of hurts. Oh, hey, can you subscribe? See, I don't want to give people nightmares. I feel like that's really gonna freak some people out. But I mean, I guess that's how you get people to click on your ad. If I came across this ad, I would be very disturbed. I mean, I have come across this ad and I was very disturbed, so that makes sense. Okay, for the next one, I need to be in 3 different costumes and look 3 different ways. Kind of like that Hustle Castle ad where there's the girl that evolves each time and becomes a different level of sexy. Okay, well that's enough of that. I think we're done recording all of the ads, so now it's time to edit them. I just finished editing the ads that I'm going to be putting up, and uh-oh, I think I made a big mistake. I think I made a pretty big oopsie this time. While I was putting together the ads, I was feeling pretty good about it, but then like when it came time to actually watch them all in their completed form, I just had this moment where I was like, there's no way anybody is going to click on any of these ads. I mean, obviously the two weird ones are pretty out there to begin with, but even the good ad that I tried to make, I feel like no one is gonna click on this. I think that I accidentally forgot to make it good. So I guess I should show you these before I actually put them up. Keep in mind, I'm also disappointed. Okay, I'm gonna show you the actual ad first, the one where I actually describe my channel. Have you been targeted by deeply disturbing ads on Facebook, Instagram, or YouTube? Ever seen a movie that's so bad it's actually good? Well, you're not the only one. It happens to me, constantly. Please make it stop. On my channel, I make jokes about it. It's goofy, it's funny, but most importantly, it's silly. Please subscribe to my channel. Okay, the next ad is taking inspiration from a few different types of ads that I've talked about, so let's watch that ad. You know you're never gonna make it in this town, right? You stupid little weasel boy. You ugly, dirty little weasel of a man. You're not a chipmunk, you're not a monkey, you're not an elf, and you're not a chipmunk, alright? You're a weasel, a dirty little weasel. What'd you think? Did you like it? Would you click on this ad? You can be honest. So you've got 1 week subscribed, you're just this average Joe. 2 weeks subscribed, you're a little bit thick, and you'll notice you also get kinda cool. You got sunglasses and a backwards hat. And then 1 month subscribed, I misspelled that on purpose. After 1 month subscribed, you're thick as all get out, and you're also a wizard now. So if you subscribe to my channel, after 1 month of being subscribed, you can be a wizard. Of course, the caption is directly inspired by the Hustle Castle ads. I do everything on my channel with the little like, face. I'm hoping that this will really like pique people's curiosity and make them want to click on the ad because they're like, what does he mean, everything? So while I don't think this will convince anybody to subscribe to my channel at all, I am pretty proud of this one. I like the overall look to it. It's got a lot going on. I feel like every time you watch this ad, you'll notice something different, and I think people will get a kick out of it. But I don't think anyone's going to click on it. Okay, and then there's this final ad. If any of them have a shot at convincing people to subscribe, I think it might be this one, just because I feel like this one will give people a very visceral reaction. They'll have no choice but to subscribe. So let's check this one out.
Ow, ow, oh.
Yeah, you like that?
Ooh,
oh, you like getting spanked like that? Hey, why don't you subscribe to the channel,
please,
huh?
Please subscribe to the channel,
Subscribe to the channel, otherwise I'm gonna keep spanking this little guy, huh? Yeah! Oh, yeah. So that's that ad. Did you like it? Now I know what you're thinking. Gosh, Danny, I wish I could subscribe to your channel again because of that ad. And I wish you could too, but unfortunately, YouTube hasn't implemented a double subscription feature yet. But if you're not subscribed, the good news is that you can subscribe now because you saw that ad. Obviously, it's gonna be kind of jarring for people to see this person spanking this other person, and then eventually I turn around and you see that I'm spanking myself. I think that will definitely freak people out. And then there's the caption, if you subscribe to the good boy, which is obviously me, you are legally pencil sharpener. I think what will really get people to click on this ad, if anything, is how devious the spanker looks and how just sad and totally distraught the spankee is. So now we've got our ads ready to go. I guess the only thing left to do is actually put them up on YouTube and start advertising. Okay, so here's what you see when you go to YouTube's ad platform and start creating a video campaign. How do you want your ad to show up on YouTube? You can have it either play before YouTube videos or placed as a thumbnail next to related videos or on the YouTube homepage. So I'm gonna want it to play before videos. Oh yeah, just like that, baby. Look at my big stupid face all up on people's videos. And then the next thing is, after viewers click your ad, where do you want to send them? That's actually a good question. I haven't thought about that. After giving it a good long think, I decided to have the ads linked to a video. Specifically, my first video on Billion Surprise Toys, because I feel like it's one of my funniest videos and it exemplifies what I do on my channel pretty well, so if any video has a chance at convincing people to subscribe, it's that one. What languages do your customers speak? English? Because that's the language I speak. I'm gonna remove all of these older groups. I think I'm just gonna play it safe and just do 18 to 24. Parental status. Don't really know if this is important, but you know what? Fuck it. I don't want any parents watching my videos. If you're a parent, unsubscribe. Just kidding. You can watch my videos if you have kids, I don't care. What products do your customers intend to buy? I don't know what you guys intend to buy. Danny Gonzalez. Skateboarding equipment. No, that doesn't have anything to do with my channel. Thank you, YouTube, but no thanks. Daily budget. Okay.